Hey YouTube family, it's your girl JustMe Anna. How are y'all doing today? I'm doing great, by the way. I am excited to be posting my first episode of my, I'm gonna just call it a talk show. We're gonna talk about pretty much anything. We're gonna talk about relationships, we're gonna talk about finances, everything that we all don't really want to talk about, we're gonna talk about it pretty much. Before we start this episode today, I want to thank everybody that's been subscribing to my channel, liking my channel, and commenting on my channel. I really want to thank you guys from the top of my heart. And I just really want to thank you guys for everything that you guys are doing and continuously just continual to just stay with me and just keep commenting and let me know what's happening next. All right, let's start. Okay, today's episode is about unforgettable moments with your significant other. We are going to call this Unforgettable today because it's a lot of things that we all love and we all hate about our significant other, of what they do. Not including the person, but the things that they do. Okay. So, I know we all have this one problem. That one person does more than the other. It feels like that. Sometimes it takes very, 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 very long for someone to be on the same page as you. Trust me, it really sucks. And it does take forever. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. Like you cleaning up the room. Okay? You're cleaning up the room and you have it sparkling, shining, smelling good and everything. And out of nowhere, your significant other comes into the room and they just throw their stuff everywhere. What would you do in that moment? Would you get mad? Would you be calm and move their stuff for them? Would you yell at them and say, "Don't you see the room is clean?" Or would you just walk away? I'm that person that would tell them that, "Don't you see the room is clean?" And I would put their stuff in the dirty clothes if they don't understand that. Like, the room is clean and I'm tired of cleaning up this room, but it has to get done one way or the other. Okay, that's the first one. Second is time management. A lot of people that are in relationships have horrible time management. I'm one. It's very hard to manage your time. Very much so when you're in a relationship. Because especially us as women, we give a time, and sometimes our times are what we want to actually say. Like, "Oh, I'm going to give you approximately 30 minutes, okay?" Sometimes our 30 minutes to get dressed is more than their 30 minutes to put their shoes on. Like, you guys would hurry up and get dressed. We got to do our hair. We got to clean our face. We got to brush our teeth. We got to put our makeup on. If we wear makeup, we got to make sure our eyebrows is popping. We got to make sure our hair is on point. Got to make sure we're matching. We got to make sure these are the right shoes. If we need socks, if we don't need socks. See, we got a lot of stuff going on. And guys get mad at us because we take forever. But you can't get mad at us when you should know how we already dress. You know that we try to get dressed an hour, 2 hours, some change early. Sometimes we get caught up talking. It's not our fault that people want to talk to us at a certain time when you're ready to go. It is not our fault. Okay, you can't be mad at us because of the fact that we're trying to look nice when we're going out with you. And then we try to make that excuse like, oh yeah, sorry, babe, I really, really wanted to look very nice for you. Sometimes that mess really get old. Like, people get mad at us. It's not our fault. Like, especially if we're going out with a group of people and you're the last person to get dressed. Sorry, I'm trying to look very on point. I'm not trying to look raggedy just from the bottom down. I'm not trying to look raggedy from just my face. Nope, I'm trying to look perfect all together. 100%. Yes. Then the third thing is listening. Are you a great listener? Do you listen to the things that one another goes through? Like for me, okay, so my husband tells me stuff that happens at his job. Sometimes it feels like you just ask because you just want to make a conversation. But it's always better to not just want to make a conversation, but to actually listen to them. Because sometimes things could actually go very, very bad with your significant other. Like, you never know what will happen. Like, for instance, if you had this one person that you always talk to and you always talk to them, but you never ask them how are they doing. Don't you think that would be sad? Like, oh, I thought you told me this. Like, no, I haven't talked to you in a while, but we talk together all the time. Like, what you mean that you haven't talked to me in a while? Like, really? We was just talking yesterday. Like, we wasn't talking about my life. We was just talking about good things and things that happened yesterday, not the things that's been happening and still are happening. Sometimes you have to talk to them and listen to them because it's hard to understand people from time to time. Trust me, it is very hard. Especially when it comes to listening to them, because sometimes we got other things on our minds rather than listen to somebody's whole story and argument and everything. Sometimes it's very hard. I'm not going to even lie. It is very hard. It's just very crazy how a lot of things can actually all happen all at once. You could be going through stuff in your mind. He could be going through stuff in their mind. She could be going through stuff through their minds. Like, we all go through stuff. And sometimes it's better to talk to someone about it that you actually trust. And not somebody that's like, oh yeah, I trust this person. But then that person would go and tell that person. And that person would go tell that person. Like, you have to find that one person, whether it be your mom, your dad, your oldest sister, your youngest sister. Like, you have to find that one person that you can talk to and they'll actually listen to them. They actually listen to you and you'll actually listen to them. It's vice versa. The fourth one, I believe I'm on the fourth one. Am I on the fourth one? The fourth one is dating. Dating. When you are in a relationship, you barely have dates. It is a-okay to go on a date sometimes. Even if you go every other month, it is very great to go on dates. It actually brings back sparks, to be honest with you. You can go on a date. You don't have to go on an expensive date. You can take that person out to Denny's. You take that person out to Sizzlers. It depends on how that person is. Like, for instance, if that person's vegan, you might want to take them somewhere that have vegan options, because you can't take that person to a freaking steakhouse and that steakhouse, all they do is sell steaks, shrimps, chicken. They have little varieties of vegan options, but sometimes some vegans are uncomfortable in being some places where they have meat. Some people are. You never know. You always have to find a better option and a better way to do things, because Some people could take offense to that. Like, oh, what? Do you not understand that I'm vegan? Like, I can't stand the smell of this. I can't stand the smell of that. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, don't be too prideful into apologizing at all. So my question for you for you guys into this one, do you guys still believe in date nights? Some people don't. Some people just stop. Do you believe in date nights at all? Like, do you still go on date nights after being with someone for so long? Do you still go to date nights? Like, it's very hard. I'm not going to even lie to you, especially if you on a budget, especially if your rent is like overload. Like, how are you supposed to go on a date night if everything is just crazy, you know? Okay, number 5. How do you love someone for so long and never lose a spark? This is what I want to ask to like older people, because especially people that's been together for 13 years and they're still just boyfriend and girlfriend. I really want to ask that question to be like I need advice, to be honest with you. I've been with my husband for 4 years altogether, and we're about to be married for 1 year altogether. I'm so excited. It's just, how do you continuously be with this person for a long time and never lose a spark, you know? Like, how do you bring that spark back? Is it because you go on date nights? Is it because you communicate? Like, how do you continuously be with somebody for a long time without losing the spark? Do you talk to each other? Like, what do you do? Like, I just really have all these questions for people that has been in relationships for 20 plus years, 30 plus years, 40 plus years, 50 plus years. I remember I heard somebody that was about to reach 60 years. I was like, well, you really love that person. I remember a customer at my job said that they've been their childhood sweethearts. I said, when did you and your parents understand the meaning of you falling in love when you were like 7? I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. I don't understand how your parents just allowed you at such a young age to fall in love. Okay, back. I just really wanted to know that question. Okay, number 6. How do some people remember bad things more than they remember the good things? I really want to know that, because it feels like sometimes the bad stuff is what is always holding you back, but the good stuff is always the things that push you forward. Like, some people don't want to hold anything back at all. They just want to bring up continuous drama, continuous old stuff, just want to talk for no reason. I just think it's very crazy, and I just really have all these questions and I really want them to be answered. How do you guys think about this whole thing in relationships, and how things become one with each other? Well, whether it be talking, whether it be flirting, whether it be dating, like, how do you guys put all these together while you're in a relationship with that person for so long? Whether it be 1 year, because a year is an accomplishment. Trust me, because once you hit that half mark, it's like, man, do you still want to be with this person? Do you really love this person? Like, you have all these questions going through your head and you're so excited. You have all these bubbles, butterflies, everything in your stomach. And it's just very, 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 very hard to get that far, to 1 year. Trust me, it's very hard. But please, please let me know what you guys think, what you guys want to talk about. Please let me know. I'm feeling this already. Tomorrow's going to be another episode. Just let me know what you guys want to talk about. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe at the bottom of the screen. Subscribe over there, right there. Nope, right there. Yeah, subscribe right there. And like right here. And comment right there. And don't forget to just give a shout out and everything, all right? Love you guys.